Yeah, 10 out of 10, let's wait. I've been going big on the page out of state. Do research, check out the back of my plates. I rep so heavy, attack when I take. Still I'm on that for the long run. That name that you got, say the right one. Don't try me, I rap like a python. Had enough of the...
All right, what's up, Wolvyn fam? So some of y'all saw when on a previous episode, Sam came in and he bought himself a two-tone rose gold Wimbledon Datejust. He also bought himself a Batgirl. He loves them both. He's been rocking them for a little while now. Those were his first entrances into the luxury watch world. And he came back, turned around and quickly got himself his first day date. And we're looking at, you can see with bezel protector on it, 2024, brand new olive dial rose gold day date. This thing is gorgeous and he's already stoked. He's seen some photos, but just wait till he sees it in person. He's gonna go nuts. This thing is amazing. So excited to get this to him. I'm gonna get it all wrapped up. Thank you, bro. All right, everybody, we're gonna give Sam his day date. Here we go. All right, my man, let's do this in my desk. There's more space down here. All right, dude, happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Let's go.
Rip it open. I have it, so it's close to size for you, but I may have to adjust it one more time. Yes, exactly.
All right.
My favorite part, dude.
This is my favorite part. I'm excited. I haven't even got to see it. This is brand new, unworn, 2024. All right, guys, you guys ready for this? Oh.
And let's pop this off.
Just gotta sit down and look at this for a second here. Wow.
Shoot, bro. Yeah, that's another level.
Life, you know, ever since going from like barely able to make rent in November to this, I have to just like sit down and just look at it. Take it in. Wow.
This thing's killer, dude. And
This is perfect.
one
This
of
fits perfect.
the most asked for.
That is beautiful.
It does look like it fits just about right. Feel good?
Oh, it feels amazing.
All right, we nailed it. Good.
That is
Oh, it looks good, bro. It looks good.
Oh man, I've wanted this thing for years. For years. I've seen this thing. I can't remember when I first saw it, but I was like, I want one. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy what happens when you walk in.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so pumped. This is
I'm pumped
crazy.
for you, dude. I'm pumped
So-
for you. This is a very, to me, this is a very Sam watch too. The moment I saw that you liked the Wimbledon Datejust the best with the two-tone rose, I was like, the moment he gets the olive, like solid rose day date, just my gut, you're gonna be wearing this one so much, bro.
I told you it was gonna be next.
So much. Yes, exactly.
This is crazy. Wow, that is crazy. Rolex. And then we got the gift. Yeah, I'll probably take the bag. Look at that. What do we got here?
There you go.
$70,000 in watches right here.
Beautiful. Add the Batgirl.
Plus the Batgirl.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we got...
And here we come, Patek, right?
Patek's coming, but I think I want to get either, I was talking to him, Platinum or the
Oh, yes.
Daytona.
Okay, yeah.
I want to get, I'm big,
Yeah.
I talk to Chris almost every day and he's big on the rubber bands, so I got to get one of those Oyster bands.
Yeah, the Oyster Flex, those are sick. Pikachu pops for sure. But bro, the Platinum, just wait, let me show you
Yeah,
before you
I
go. Did
tried
you
that
see it?
on.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I
I was gonna say, make sure you try it on before you go.
It's much heavier.
Way heavier
He
than
told
you
me, so I
think,
figured
yeah.
out why it costs so much.
Yeah.
So it costs so much because of it's hard to mess with that metal.
Oh yeah.
We get this, and then we're gonna get, so we're looking. We moved to Miami August 1st, and then I got, I got the, sweet, I got it. I got a test drive with a 765, so we'll see. I told them
Sick. When is the test drive?
hey, it's a second, as soon as I get there, so I'm excited.
Oh
We'll see.
my gosh, bro. Yeah, yeah. Congrats, bro.
Thank you, brother. I really
Pleasure. All right, guys, so you just saw Sam get his rose gold olive dialed day date. He's been looking for that now for a little while, and this has been a long time goal for him too. He wanted to kind of build up his collection, which is why he got the Batgirl and the Datejust first, but this has been definitely a bucket list item for him. And now he's making the big move to Miami. So have fun with that, Sam, but we'll be doing a lot of remote business anyway because we're looking at a Patek, maybe a sports model coming up soon. And who knows, we've got a whole lot of other watches coming in soon that he might love. So Sam, we'll be in touch.
So we had a client that we've dealt with before. He actually just bought a Sprite, and I think he was on a previous episode, and he was just like, hey guys, I have a bunch of Ulysse Nardin I'm not wearing. Are you guys interested in them? And we're like, yeah, sure. You know, we will buy those watches. But truthfully, whenever he said that, we thought they were gonna just be some of the older Ulysses. You know, sometimes when people say they have a Ulysse Nardin, you know, it's something they've had for a while that maybe their grandpa gave them or something like that. I wasn't expecting all of this. And so when he walked in and brought these in, this is the first one I opened up, and I was super stoked. This is what we call a freak, and these things are insane. So the balance wheel is on that minute's hand, and then there's two hands. One's a little bit bigger than the other that gives you the hour and the minutes. And it's just such an interesting, innovative way of doing something very different. Like, if you can tell, the whole dial rotates with this, and that's actually a gear all the way around. By the way, this is a limited piece, so this is number 1 of 62 pieces. And so what we learned as we were discussing with this client is that he's pretty high up there on a lot of these AD's lists, because he has number 1 of 62 on this one. And then we pull out this guy. So it's another freak, but in rose gold, limited of 99 pieces. This is number 29. And this has that beautiful kind of like Starry Night, I would say, kind of glittery dial. Kind of reminds me of the new John Mayer that just came out, or the AP Code, the perpetual calendar. Such a gorgeous piece. For $40,000, you can have something that looks like this. I just love this, and honestly, so I almost hate saying this, but the way that so obviously it's very proprietary. This is definitely a very Ulysse Nardin. It's a freak. It's infamous, iconic. But the overall like kind of look now with these new freaks, because they've kind of changed, they kind of have this Grubel Forsey kind of look to them that I love so much. It's like very sporty, just the way that they do the side pieces there, like the sides of the lugs and the case. I know it's on like alligator or crocodile, whatever this is. I think this might just be embossed actually, now that I look at it. But still, like if you were to get another strap for this that's a little bit more sporty, like a canvas or maybe even a rubber strap, and honestly would just look so good with so many different things. And that blue is just phenomenal. I can't wait to see this outside in the sunlight. And then next he brought in this bad boy that a lot of you guys are gonna love. There's a little bit more, what I've seen from Ulysse Nardin is a little bit more iconic, I would say. This is pretty much a staple. I just love this. This is just such a cool piece. Balance wheel there that you can see, very skeletonized, white strap, white bezel. And it's just such a clean look. I love white watches like this diver. It's just such a good look for the summer. I love when you can have even like an AP or an RM or any of those watches on a strap with a white dial. Just nothing goes better in the summertime. To me, it just hits all the right boxes. And then we move over to another limited piece. We have, this is number 52 of 100. And so for any of you guys out there, this is also available here at Wolvyn. And then when we really knew that he was up there is whenever he brought this guy in. So this is a piece unique, 1 of 1. Skeletonized, they call this the hyperspace. There's not another one out there. It kind of has like this Kevlar carbon looking strap. It's just a very unique, super lightweight. I wish I could take this plastic off to show you guys, but that's kind of the whole part of the whole package. It's a brand new, never worn piece, still covered in original plastic. Obviously you can see the 1 of 1 there. And you know what? I said I wasn't gonna take the plastic off, but it's kind of peeled there and it'll self-stick again. So let's see, I'm gonna just be really careful, see if I can show you guys this style. I'm sure this is okay because we can get it back on there, but just look at that. Skeletonized all the way through. You got a tourbillon, 1 of 1. There's not another piece like that right there on the side of the case. So you know nobody else in the world has this piece. And so we're gonna have this for about 50,000. Again, you'll be the only one with this watch. Just happy to have this kind of diversity here. Like we say to you guys, we really try to have some of the best inventory in the world. And so that's what we want to continue to do. So we're still building upon that. Very grateful we have clients that'll sell us watches like this, and we're going to be putting these into inventory for you guys. So give us a shout.
Don't worry about condition, because I can have this one looking brand new for you with my watchmaker.
So we're at 1850 on that.
And 3 on the other, yes. So you're at 48.50 right now. Now, which currently, if you went into the Aquaterra, at that point, there's no tax because it's all covered by the trade credit, right? And at that point, you're paid out the difference. So you did get the job, you said?
Yeah. I'm kind of wanting to step up from what I got. That was the whole kind of reason I brought these in.
Absolutely. That's why I'm just saying, like, if you do like this, don't let the condition bug you on that. I'll have it looking brand new. Okay. Now, let me ask you, between the two, which one is standing out more?
Probably this, but what's kind of throwing me off is one, I did want a blue, but I'm not crazy about the indices on this, like the triangle shape. I'm just not. It's a great watch. and I know it's got a fantastic movement in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the triangle, kind of like the arrows, is part of what makes it so unique. They lined up those hands to even to kind of reflect it.
It is.
Yeah.
And this one, so these are, this is kind of a similar, Tudor's never going to be Rolex, but
Sure.
Similar models, right? This is kind of similar to. I've gotten so used to this brushed bezel versus this very shiny bezel. When I put this on,
polish.
it's just like it's just a little too much for me. It's like I feel like because I'm pretty rough on my watch.
Sure.
It's like I'm not sitting at a desk. I'm working usually, and I kind of have grown to like the brushed bezels on it. That's why I like the Blackbird Pro.
Yes.
So
it's going to be a lot more rare.
I'm
Yeah.
not in love with it.
Yes.
That's where it's like I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be in love with it, but I'm going to do it.
Now let me ask you this. So you knew coming in though that these two were already on your mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So to me, what that tells me, anytime I'm working with a client, it does tell me that you love these enough to come try them on and take a look. If I can help just from my perspective and from some of my experience, when dealing with a watch like this, what I would say is I think you would get used to the high polished bezel very, very quickly. It's kind of like, actually probably less so, it's kind of like that size difference of going from, let's say, the 42 offshore to the 44.
Right.
It's like the first time that I switched and tried one on, I was like, oh my gosh, like the 44 is really big. And then I wore it for a little while and I was like, actually, you know what, I could probably pull one of these off. And it's the same concept where quickly, when getting comfortable with something, after seeing it a few times, either you'll get used to it just the same as the last, or you'll like it even more. So I've seen that happen a lot. It's a possibility for you as well. But then also, you've got, like on this one here in particular, even if you compare it, it has a really good arc sitting underneath the sapphire crystal. It has a really good slant coming down, I would say angle. That's gonna help to protect it a little bit more as well for this particular watch, whereas some of the other smooth bezels are going to be a little bit more exposed. I mean, this is a very, very classic look for a Rolex, and especially going from Tudor to Rolex, it is a step up.
Yeah.
Like you said.
No doubt.
Yeah. Same for the Omega. I mean, if you send it back to me later, it's a piece that I could get looking brand new really easily with that buff. Because I know I've seen the watches that you have. You're still careful with your watches in general, though they do get their wear and tear. I've seen a lot worse. I can't have any guarantees or promises, but I have seen that people who hang onto a watch enjoy it for a long time, keep the box and papers and everything with it.
Yeah.
Eventually, when they do turn it around, their haircut is, especially if it's like Rolex, their haircut is a lot less than they would see with another watch. Unless you're here just because you're thinking about moving assets, you want to walk out with a watch that you look down and go, that's what I was looking for. And if you were looking for a blue, I feel like you will be safer in the Omega. I will say that. And I'll say this, those hour markers might grow on you. When I first got the watch in store, this is my first one see in person of this Aquaterra, I was like, that's really unique. And then I've seen it here, day in, day out, and for as long as it's been here, and it hasn't even been here that long. And I'm like, actually, that's kind of a clean watch. I like those because I've grown to love how the high polish of the center links and the bezel, how they reflect with the hands and then the hour markers.
The indices,
It actually ends up going really, really well. Now, if it weren't a gridded dial, I don't know that I would like the indices as much. But because they did kind of do that almost wave gridded look with the blue, yes, I do like it.
Think about it for just a little bit longer. So
Yeah.
I'll be in here before the end of the week.
Okay.
So
Hopefully I'll still have them. I mean, before the end of the week, most likely. Give it some thought. How about we do this? I'll send you some photos of them. See if I can get some good photos of them in the back in the studio, just so you can kind of dream it up.
Yeah.
And then let me know what you're thinking.
probably be in here
Yeah.
very soon.
My pleasure, Daryl. All right. Well, Daryl, hope to see you again soon. Daryl just basically consigned 2 watches with us. One of them moved quick. He decided to sell the other outright, and he's going to go dream about 2 watches that he looked at today, the Omega Aquaterra, and then he's also looking at the Explorer 36mm. So between the 2 of those, he's going to find which one fits him just right for his 2 watches going into one. And then he's actually got a big move coming up, so he's kind of preparing for it with a new job and everything with a watch. Congrats on that, Daryl, and hopefully we'll see you later this week.
Once it's tighter, it doesn't have much of a gap.
That one I could do you a really huge solid because I know, but it would be a today price. I could do 145 on it. 145. Yeah.
And that's the cheapest you'll find ever, because even resale, they're selling for like 180 plus those watches.
Retail was over 200 grand. That was the original retail or AP retail. Right now you'll find them in the secondary market for about anywhere between 160 to about 180. The 160 ones are going to be from Hong Kong or from different parts. You have to ship them in. So by the time you pay duties and all that kind of stuff, you're pretty close to that 180. It also is very contingent on condition. This one's like brand new condition. So we're at 145. We just had a motivated seller, so we have a good price on that one.
What year is this?
It's 2014.
2014?
Yeah, 2014. So they came out with these to celebrate AP's 30th and 40th anniversaries of the Royal Oak. And so these are kind of like celebratory pieces, and so they came out with the concept line to kind of pay tribute to those pieces. And it's not a watch you're going to see every day. It's definitely an exclusive piece.
Well, that's a good deal, man. If that's
Exactly, very good deal, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those are like, it goes up pretty high after MSRP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both great watches for the money. I would just say that, like, perception-wise, I think this is like a little higher on the totem pole. This one is great because it's RM, but because of the model of RM it is,
That's the lower end.
it's kind of like, you know, it's
Like
like
a start.
buying Ferrari California, right? You know what I mean?
Just start up RM.
It's gonna be. It's not the titanium. If you look at the titanium, then you're talking the actual starter. This
Yeah,
is
with the
rose
rose
gold,
gold.
so it's a little nicer.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
an
gonna
entry
stand
model.
out.
Entry model for.
But yes, the 05. If it were like an RM10 or even like an RM30, then you're kind of getting the RM10. Not so much. The RM30. Now you're at least into one of the bigger, more desirable RMs.
Gotcha.
Nobody's gonna
And-
question you on that.
Those
one.
will go up.
They're gonna hold better because they trade better in value. I never like to say if they're gonna go up because I don't know, but because they're more desirable,
Yeah.
those pieces just tend to trade better.
Gotcha.
And we were looking to get trade price on this watch.
If he takes this watch, trading in this has box and papers.
2018.
We could do 28 is what we do on this. They go for around 30 to 30 something on wholesale, so you just have to be a little bit lower.
So if I don't get this one for this trading,
If you don't trade in, you're saying?
no, if I don't get,
Any of them, I'll give you that. I'll honor that same price if you trade it in. You know what? If you trade in for any of these, I'll give you 30.
Purchased
and
June of
if
2000.
he gets that one, he can do a better price.
On this,
Yeah.
if we do both watches, this one I have on consignment, so this one I don't have a lot of room. If we were to do these 2 watches, I'll pay you up a little bit more on that one. 30, I'm paying very strong on this, considering what they're wholesaling for. If we take both of these, I'll just give you what it's wholesaling for, because I'm making, you know, obviously the profit on both of those.
So it's up to you, man.
It's up to me, man. Hey.
But you came all the way from Louisiana. You can't leave empty-handed now.
Come on.
That's his idea. Come on, take a look. Because I think he came here last time to see you. So he's like, come by, swing by, and see what you got. But I think he was eyeing up the tech. I don't know how you got all the distracted.
Hey, these are special pieces, man. You cannot not get distracted.
You can always see an Aquanaut on the golf course or wherever you go, but
You won't see
something
that.
like that,
Yeah, that's going to be a conversation.
you'll
starter.
never see again. That's the thing.
Yeah, it just matches my car. That's what.
There you go. But it was meant to be.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife said it's nice, but you know what that means. That means you better not get it.
You know what wives I always say, if you come with something for them too, it doesn't hurt us.
There,
back.
his and hers.
Actually, he's more
There you
interested
go.
in that.
You
And
get
it comes
some.
with the free Red Bull
I
too.
will throw in the Red Bull, okay?
If you can pick this one or this one,
No, I'm not gonna pick that one.
Yeah, this is 2022.
No,
Yeah.
you got me because I'm not into that style. That's too big.
too
for my
big.
wrist.
Yeah, this will look good on your wrist. Did it fit you?
Yeah, it fits me fine. It fits me perfectly.
Decisions, huh?
The good thing is, like for yours, you know that yours is an older model, but you know you can get a solid amount for it. If you come back in a month, that might not be the same amount that you're getting because the prices change, you know,
That's right.
daily and weekly. So while you can get a strong offer on it, why not trade it?
So you gonna pull the trigger? I pull the trigger.
I know you want the RM.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can pull the trigger.
You gotta do it together.
We're here together. We gotta do it together.
All right, we're all gonna hold hands. Ready?
What are your thoughts? Like, what is holding you back?
No, what's holding back is I'm gonna be in a doghouse.
All right, then look. Then
Let me think
all that
of it.
aside, I'll come down to 102 for you, 31, and you take this for 64.
It's up to you, man. You make.
I don't know if I can get away with it.
What are your thoughts, though? I know as soon as I showed you that, you were really interested in that watch.
This is a good looking watch. It's all you, man.
Can't do it.
Me.
I feel like he needs you to make the decision first so that he doesn't feel
Oh,
left
if
out.
I think
if I get it,
I think he
if I
wants
was
me to
him,
make a
I'd get it.
decision first.
You would get it? It's a great deal. Why wouldn't you get it?
I mean,
Yeah, because I don't have the kind of money he does.
the rose gold, the blue, is a good starter
It looks
watch.
gorgeous together.
And his wife's a little easier than mine.
Stop
I don't know
it.
about that.
You can go this route, or tomorrow I have a limited of 50 pieces Bubba Watson coming in if you want that for 380,000.
Oh no, that's way out. That's those are the white one, all white.
No, this one's actually a limited of 50 all gray ceramic.
I don't think if I stay any longer, I'm not to buy it. So let's just go live it and have to think about it.
Yeah, so we had a good Raymond brought in. He's actually shopped this before, but he brought in his friend with him, and his friend was actually interested in this RM05. Which is a great piece for anybody trying to get into their first RM. The one thing that's concerning for some folks is maybe the size, because people are kind of expecting that larger than life case from the RM30s, RM11s. They're much larger than this, but if you're not comfortable with the larger watch, this is definitely a watch that's way more tailored to somebody's wrist. Now, obviously, I have an 8-inch wrist, so it's going to be a little too small, but even on my big old wrist, it still sticks out. It still is a nice fitting watch. So for anybody who's a 7.5, 6, 6.5, that kind of size wrist, it's gonna look right at home. This is a watch that honestly, for the price we have it on, buy this watch. I know you'll be able to enjoy this for about a year. It's pretty much at the bottom of the depreciation curve for something like this. I really do see this as a piece that you can enjoy for a year or two, bring it back, and you're more than likely gonna get all your money back, if not even make a little bit of money, because current market on this, I've seen comps as 120, even 130, and we have this for 105. So I really do think this is a good buy for somebody. It's just a good opportunity to get into a cool little RM. And what's great about this one is that this one was serviced in 2022. So it comes with 2022 papers to back that up. So warranty up until August. And with RM, it's a little different than other brands. When they service the watch, they really do go through and pretty much refurb the whole watch to new condition, and they give it a new warranty. So it's pretty cool. And then on the secondary, because of RM service costs and things of that nature, having a watch with service papers, newer service papers, actually goes a long way value-wise. So very cool that we have that, and it comes with the full set, as you can see over there. And we'll see if he ends up pulling the trigger. They're here for a golf weekend, so they're gonna be playing golf here in Dallas, I think at the PGA. And he didn't come prepared with all his watches he wants to trade, but I think it sounds like he's incredibly interested, and we might be sending some labels to have his trade sent in. It sounds like he might be trading in a black ceramic Daytona, previous reference 116, and then also a two-tone root beer. We'll see how that goes. I think once you get the bigger strap on it too, that's gonna
Make it better.
I think what's making it feel really small right now is that is a small strap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then this 44 seems almost too big. Is the
You think so?
yeah, and I have some big ass hands and wrists, but it almost seems too big just in general. So people are kind of actually going to smaller watches now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, this is a 42. If that's something that piques your interest, it's a 42. This is an AP diver. It's probably one of my favorite APs. This is a 42 millimeter diver. So what helps that one is since it doesn't have the chronograph pushers, kind of doesn't look quite as big as the other 42s. And it's just a clean look, man.
Yeah. No, I noticed it when I walked by.
I see what you're saying now that you have the smaller one on. I do kind of like the way that one is like
Yeah.
central to the wrist.
Okay, well, we got some options. In terms of like the metal pieces on the APs, what are you guys kind of ranging at?
Yeah, these are typically a little more expensive. Just kind of depends on which one you're interested in. Obviously, the chronos are.
What's on the 3?
This one I believe is 54.
Yeah.
The one on the ends I believe is going to be 43, and then I believe 47 on that one. The blue dials are the more expensive, usually by about 7,000.
Everything has box of figures.
Yes, sir.
I've never not bought from the actual like store.
Right.
I see. Yeah.
So, what is that Prezi with the green face hidden for?
The Day, I think that we have it at 50. I have to check. We have 2 in stock, so.
It's a 41.
40.
40.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll text you. If we can't make it by today, then I think
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Potentially we'll go to Vegas, but whenever I get back. But I'm local, so.
Okay.
All right. Nice to meet you guys.
What was your name? Oh, I'm Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you.
I had a client stop in that I've been talking to back and forth. He's been looking at this Royal Oak Offshore 26400IO, the gray dial and the gray bracelet. Looks great with this gray strap. The fun thing about it is you can change it out if you wanted to, but he loved it. It caught his attention. He saw it on our Instagram and then came in to try it on. It is a 44 millimeter, but he thought that for him it looked a little too big, but he is gonna come back maybe tomorrow with his wife just to kind of get her opinion and see what she thinks about it. He's used to wearing a day, so with it being 40 millimeters, that 4 millimeter difference is a little intimidating for him. This one actually caught his attention while he was here, this rose gold day with the olive green dial. It's a gorgeous piece, and although he has a yellow gold one, this one is a little different. So he might also be interested in this one. We'll just kind of see when he comes back with his wife and gets her input to see what she's interested in. He's never bought from the secondary market, so he's excited to see that we have options here at Wolvyn. So he's gonna come back and we'll see what he decides.